Sniffers, have long been extinct, but thanks to archaeology you can find the eggs of this ancient creature and bring them back to life. They haven't found themselves in this square world yet, so I decided to make their life easier. By building a village of sniffers with unusual infrastructure for them, in it they will be able to go to the library, stay in jail, have a meal in the cartoon and even fly into hot air balloon, and all of this in Minecraft Hardcore. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you liked it. Okay, I'm starting. All I care about right now is where's my Nazi beep cow. I don't think I'll fight him anymore. Clouds. The shovel can be connected and gets in richer good. Just now I need the copper that I found here. Now we are going to do archaeology, so I need to craft a brush with which I can find the eggs of sniffers. Well, I'll let you into the taco. And we spend a few days on crafting brushes. I no longer accept questionnaires for a housekeeper. Oh sorry cow that I often forget about you. Well, in order not to limit myself in anything I will make a telescope. So I will look out for potential victims. Suspicious scent is usually found in the structure to which I'm going now. Quite by incident I found a working stove. Okay, we'll take that too. I flew to an untouched village. Here's another one nearby. Yeah, that's the third one. I just want to keep quiet this time. No, of course I understand everything, but I didn't understand this. What is already on the counter? So will I find suspicious scent in this village or not? And what do we have here? But there's too many drowned people here. I found the same legendary scent and he gives an emerald. This is it. This is the sniffer's eggs, thank you scents. In fact that I didn't even think it was too early to redress. At first I was likely to piece it from oasis. But also especially in this pound it seems to me that I messed up all the structures, so I decided to find another one. I couldn't miss such an event and stopped at the cherry orchard. For a second I was in Japan, but unfortunately just in Minecraft. That's good that I took the iron from the stove, now I'll take it to the village too. Flowers will serve as good decoration for the village. I need egg, please sniffer, come on. Guys, just take a look how many more of these blocks are here. I'm definitely lucky today.
Sniffer egg, please, sniffer egg.
I'll constantly follow these frames so I don't understand just as much as possible. And this is how it was on land and all. To be honest, I don't even think that the rest of the eggs would be much harder to find. Meanwhile, I'm already short of brushes, therefore I need to craft new ones. Just look at how beautiful this village has been generated. A potential egg can be found in temples. I'll take it. It's turned out to not so easy to find the right room, but it was all for nothing. Whoa, apparently until the end of the video I won't get a sniffer egg. Really, how many years have passed and this is the second the eggs are needed so badly. But I'll messed up the last sand here. You never know they will come across here. And they say it's not a sparrow that will fly away unlike me. During this time everything that seems to me good find now in this snarker. And from all of these snarks I will now make some kind of vase. I get an achievement to put it somewhere here, it certainly looks really good. Now I'm going to find a more beautiful place where we could start building a village of sniffers. I think it's here, somewhere. For sniffers you also need to craft lashes. Yeah, that's it, so I'll start building here. The whole territory was illuminated from the dark forces. Now you can sleep, Slender definitely won't come. There'll be such a pen here in the corner, I'll stroke you here in advance, then you can become a bit faster. Well, now we just have to wait. But in fact this is not the best solution right now. No matter how strange it may be, but for this ancient mob you also need to pick up mouse. We place it here and already on these blocks of eggs. What sniffers are thinking when to come out of the egg on us, I'm cleaning the air here. Now I just noted that the egg had its first crack, as did my teeth. Welcome to us, comrade! You can immediately give him a nickname, let's call him Pencil. Yeah, Pencil, I think that's good. That's what I turned on the recording in time. Hello, having these two beautiful mobs, you can now process directly to the village in which they will live. I have already prepared the color palette for the village and now I'm going to get the necessary blocks. I'm stacking up and the first thing I did was to go to Nether because there is many as 3 blocks I need here. I'm flying for the first one, I'm flying somewhere and I don't understand where I'm flying. Sharing it was just nearby. Most of all I don't like to dig it out because it's consistently near lava. You know I just don't want to join lava. I just flew to the mountain in which there was only a hole left, if you remember what I'm talking about at all. Immediately I put everything in the shulkers. Now I flew to the mangrove swamp to get the last block that I needed here. All I create immediately is an empty shulker. Now we return to the territory. Sniffers haven't grown up yet. Let's start with the first layer and make it from a black stone. And here is such a giant snake, oh my god, get out. I mix mangrove bursts with netherrack and clean up all the mangroves. I immediately add all these layers. It looks like smoked sausage now. The sniffer's legs are generally purple, so I decided to replace the bottom layer. How quickly they grown. Now I need to go home, at least in order to stack up on blue dye. It's time for crafting. Well, we continue to change. Here the guys have already sniffed something and we will find a use for this in the future. I'm already starting to raid the walls and realize that I don't like it. Because I came up with a more fun idea. Don't ask me how I got here. I needed distorted boards in order to finish the fence, build the houses in the future. And also I need this. Just take a look at this block. Okay, it's combined with the foliage which is right on it. In texture it fits the most, so I decided to leave it. And now it looks much more interesting. I added here distorted birds and all the sorts of cool things in the form of steps. Strip around from both and gradually do it all. What is needed from a height? It looks like this I already understand the boundariness of this village will change. Depends on what I want to build. Well, now it's time to stack up on the mangrove birds. And starting to make the layouts of future buildings. I think it will be a meeting room as well as an incubator. That's a library where sniffers, will read the books about some jack, I don't know. And this will be the dinner room. Square and rectangles, we are ready for the buildings, now you can start. I leave the inches whites at once, the building will also add steps. They immediately make such 3-dimensional windows. From above you need to add another block in height and close to the whole thing. The house has already undergone some changes. I decided to make it out of 2 colors. I add all sorts of decoration in advance so I don't have to worry about later. In these places the fence will look more interesting. I added also from below and it remains to wind only the roof. Well, of course it will be cracked. Well, that's it. It seems exactly here we have a sensor, yeah, that's wonderful. We close it from above, but there'll be half plates here. But the roof can also be beaten with distorting steps. The first residential building for the sniffer is ready, looks like a burn. Let's move to the second one. Here I still get something incompressible, but if you add more absurdity to the ground, it already turns into beauty. The steps fit together. I finish with them outside and get the full-fledged shared number 2. In any case, now the main goal is to finish everything at home, and I'll do the decor later. Anyway, all the steps are already liked should also be placed inside. I also confuse the crafting of fences and gates like everything is okay now. Here we will also add the trapdoor. It should look like this. Already there are touchless seats with which I can progress sniffers, which I will actually do. I got a neck down plates in here. I go out like these similar walls, and craft as many mangrove steps as possible. The roof will be made of half tiles. I'll make another small edge in here. Of course I don't know how sniffers will climb here, but who cares? This is the kind of building that I get. However, it's necessary to somehow replace from above. But at least first I'll add fences pushing the edges a little higher. It already looks much better, though it's not very convenient to finish building at all. There are still many buildings left. In one of them I want to make a farm, in which all the sprout the sniffers extracts will grow. By the way, we need to run and check maybe there is something else here. Oh, picked up. Theoretically, sniffers can spy on each other from the window. 3-4 will force everything in blacks. You need to make something good out of an unremarkable box. For example, I made volume. Experimenting now with the roof on the one side will be like this. I still found distorted ones. Sooner or later the moments would come when I would run out of erasers, and this moment has come now, so I'm going after them. To be specific, I need distorted legs again. I think that's enough for me. If I need everything later, I'll be back again. I still need to get mangrove birds, but zombies are beating me. Yes, choke. It's so hard for you to say goodbye, you're so close. The water in the swamp is more beautiful than in the warm ocean. It just resembles some kind of giant step huts. Water lilies have been taken away here, that's all the time, we're close. I flew here and thought there was something in it. About the back of the building too, do not forget. Here I decided to finish with a mosaic like this, I don't know what else to call it. I also wanted to make sign in order to mark each building so that you don't forget later. Do you know what I don't like about all these squares, so I'm going to make them with the rectangles. Here I'm already on the chemical, it turns out such an interesting tower. I can already imagine how it will be useful for sniffers in the same way as for you if you subscribe to my channel and follow my videos. Why I'm looking like an artist, what can I add from behind? My eyes failed me because this upper tower, I had to fix it now. Where I'm masking it all, and I add windows. Something is already beginning to take shape. In the comments do not forget to come up with a name for this village, some kind of sniffer land, so I don't know. But also write your objective assignment in the comments. I was thinking about the past and decided to leave them as usual. Next, I wanted to do new buildings for this village, and this is where I want to put a statue of Sniffer here. Once again I'm taking the shulker. Now I'm flying for the blocks. Enchanted how I lost you but I found you again. To me you will need the sturdy growth. It will take many more wool. Making a yellow one, we also took the wool here. Is the red dye on the flower farm? From this we make a red one. We throw everything into this working shulker. There will be also a lot of strands on the farm that I have here. My lights are going to break down soon, so I'm going to fix them. Straight to the experience farm. I almost died. The fireworks were already running out, so it's necessary to stack up on the rest already. We're making paper out of it? Oh, there's just a lot of gunpowder, and we stack up for a long time. I need red ceramics. Much more blocks have been prepared, so now we can start doing something from this. I didn't even finish it, but I already understand that I'll fix it 1,000 times. I made this layer of lips, and now it looks more like a Tesla than a sniffer. Elon Musk probably have now put a like under this video, but I still need to fix everything. Here's such a statue of me turned out. Now it remains to add only some little things. For example, we will add sign and all sorts of bonus to it. The statue is slightly cracked, see in the future we'll fix the whole thing. It was time to light up in the fence. For example, I had this idea. Here the light looks creepy, but it seems okay. In the first residential building I began to arrange the attributes for the life of sniffers. Here from the window you will see such a muzzle right there. I think all they need to start is a warm floor for maximum comfort. Here too, you need. We will add most of them, though it's gonna be more comfortable to lie down after eating. And here will be a drinking cup. Not everywhere, but mushrooms are planted somewhere, so we'll leave them here. There's a couple of houses. I'll finish the rest later. Still, this village itself will not wait, and the rest of the buildings also needs to be finished. Now building a prison. All offenders who steal jugs will solve that the deadline is here. I think that in some places the step will look more interesting. We will also add fences. I come back to craft the grate. Yeah, why don't you connect? Okay, I'll do it from behind. But this is still such a better version. I add another fence here. I put rods on it with the small details, completing this to the ends. There will be a cell here, they will fan the flag, but I already know from the future that it's in right now very nicely, and then I will have to fix it all. I make a flag to make the color of the beak. Yeah, it's not his cat if someone didn't know. Sometimes I come running and take everything they sniffed out here. I continue to make past new buildings. Well, the hands have reached the very negotiation room. I'm closing the stairs. I combine an end gallows for the affectionate capybaras. Well, this is the finished result. It remains to finish the library. Now coming up with all sorts of details that I arranged in fact randomly. What will they read here? Of course I haven't saw it. But we'll probably add some recipes for the sharpness of 5. There'll be some kind of antennas to carry the signal. I close this one with sides and array the hatches. Here's another useful beating ready for them. Is the time spacing out fast? Or that's to often drop the seeds plus another sniffer. And the last building remains. I want them to spend time together here, communicate their ends, so the layers from the roof and from below close it with steps. It's such a red carpet to walk like kings. Minor details remain. All the buildings of the village were ready, but that's not all because you need to add small plants, maybe trees and so on, and tons of shulker here. But now we're going through all the boxes and we find something, full of all sorts of blocks. It's left in the shulker and all of this stuff will come in handy for me. I also take away the crimson grows, and additionally what was on the farm. Now I have a lot of stuff. I won't even talk about that, it's mandatory. Here everything is already and the salt says me. I arrange it and don't think much about it. From these brushers, sniffers will snuff out some bags for themselves. Packed mushrooms, bamboo, distorted and purple plants mixed with the foliage. All sorts of drinking bowls with wreaths on this style I really like. Lush already slightly overgrown, with grass watermelons alight and clouding. Why not to add fruits inside? And yeah, the decor is already finished here. He also diversified the roofs, and added the roofs on the other buildings. I'll grow flowers here that get sniffed. It looked like a carrot from a cartoon. It's also grown and they call me Palabonatist. In all this variation of flowers on different beds. Ooh, you touch my chelele. And they also have so many stages of growth, literally in ordinary flowers. So far I take one and placed him right at the entrance to the house. Finally, Hans reaches the meeting room. Here I will have a moss floor. I mix all this with foliage and add brushes on top. Sniffers rely on such a beds from moss. By the way it remains to finish only the stuff from the outgrowths. I think there is no need for sniffers to go upstairs, though there will also be such couch here. Smoke is coming through the moss, which means there is negation that's best for sniffers is ready. You can add such fire sources through the village. It looks interesting, but so far I have not found an explanation for this. There will be a floor like this. Immediately we will diversify all this so it will look better. But these pillars can already be replaced with book shelves. I clothed the whole thing with hatches. Let's run more default colors. Now you can pick up sniffers. We take the leashes and pull them to the village. They're still thinking here, sniffing around whether they like it here or not. Well, that's what I'm actually talking about. The guys also bought eggs. We are placing it here for now and planting these beautiful flowers. Finally, the hands read the sniffer's hand because, well, it's very crooked. But while I'm running, I'm collecting touches. I'll not forget about reproduction because they need more here. All this is needed here at once. Let's make it a little wider and the beak can be extended for several boxer heads. Bringing the nostrils back to life. Dropped. Damn, there's a hell of a lot lying around. Just look at it so that it doesn't take up space. We plants everything. From the cow blacks of the eye, we combine everything with the red wool. I'll cover everything with crappies here. Well, now our capybara looks much better. Then we return to the tower and dismire everything. Still, I was right, sniffers really like the tower. So far such a skeleton has turned out. Now it looks much more sinister and cooler. It remains only to add flag on top. And I would also like to make a balloon like it was in the very video where he flew away. I start doing it about here. So far it turns out such a thing. In particular I'll need quartz for it, which I came to mind. Just look at how many of them are here. Let's take more for the cheats. Can be layered tire balloon. That's what we deserve. Now you can close it from above. Now it closes to the truth. We add all sorts of decoration from other sides too. And the help of health plates we will close it with the whole case. We will add hanging lanterns from below. It will not hurt to have more steps for a complete picture. I've been thinking about for a long time what kind of outline should I make and decided to stop at red ceramics. Well, right now it looks very good. Fallen chairs. I wanted to do the last detail, just to add more plants. I'll make bigger reservoirs in other places so that sniffers can drink. If we of course need, for example, it definitely wouldn't hurt to have a jug just lying around here. Well, here in this place, because it's kinda empty. Moreover, sniffers are animals that are used to living in aquatic environment, so I think it will be okay. We are waiting for something to fall out now. It can be plants right here. The guys are already living comfortably in general, I think. It was time to get busy. How do you think we will start with the functional of buildings? These sniffers are preparing to escape, which is forbidden in this village. Well, I instructed this block of course. I understand that you're upset, but alas. In general now I'm running around the village and just collecting pitcher pots. But as soon as I found the seeds, I will immediately begin to progress sniffers so that there are more of them. How did you get here? And here they are. In the dining room you need to arrange moves, but I don't have it at all, so concentrate saves. So guys, come on, give me the axe and get over here right away. It was time to change these blocks to moves in order to grow here too. According to my personal observation, I can say that the pots of pitcher ponds fall out more often than the seeds of the touch. Oh, this is the last one. Everyone I have here is all planted now. I promise that I will find a book for a joke. And it's all in the library. The book is just the color of the house. I wanted to pick up other books as well. I arranged everything else in the library. Well, at least several buildings have been fully functional for me. Here in general life is in full swing. It wasn't like that at all and I needed to multiply more. I found it right in the water. Thanks, quite a lot of jugs fell out. 3 of these can be collected and we will plant these beautiful flowers throughout the village. Plus one more thing, already one baby hatched, and in general there are already more and more of them. Here they like to stand for something too much. I see. It was time to collect the touches. Have already planted a lot, including the territory of the village. Well, about the rest, don't forget eggs. The last thing I want to finish now is an adequate entrance. That Trump is already watching me. Officially declare this village open zero of the red ribbon. However, in any case, this is a bad idea, so I'll close all the gates here. Don't forget to come up with the name of the village in the comments and also subscribe to my channel. Bye bye to everyone.